Capitol Center on an upcoming Saturday afternoon, the 22nd of November. The wrestling action set to get underway at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. On the 22nd of November, we're scheduled to take a look at the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion Ken Patera meeting Quick Draw Rick McGraw. Scheduled as well in the Wrestling Spectacular, the tag team title defense of the Samoans, meeting the combination of Tony Garea and Rick Martel. And the big cat, Ernie Ladd, will square off against Mr. USA, Tony Atlas, in what should prove to be a real Donnybrook, notwithstanding the presence on the card of Pedro Morales, who meets Sergeant Slaughter, and Larry Zbyszko really counting on this golden opportunity to become the World Wrestling Federation champion should he defeat the title holder, Bob Backlund. Our guest now, the Grand Wizard, along with Sergeant Slaughter from South Carolina.
You know, McMahon, you have made this statement, and quite correctly. This is the first meeting between Sergeant Slaughter and Pedro Morales. But Morales, I know you. If you remember, Morales, one of my men took the championship belt from you. Now you think you're going to come into this area and you're going to go against Sergeant Slaughter and make a big comeback for the championship. Well, the Sergeant is there to stop you, and the Cobra Clutch is right with him. Right, Sarge?
That's right, General. It makes me so proud to have you as my general. It makes me so proud that I could just sing all night long the hymn from the halls of Montezuma.
All right, come on. If we could please have some water here and talk about what is undoubtedly the toughest competition perhaps you have ever faced in Pedro Morales.
I've never faced Pedro Morales. How can you say that? I've wrestled some of the toughest men in the world today, but they've never beaten me. That's the thing. You've never beaten me. I've been tough since I've been 5 years old, and I continue to be tough. And you're dismissed, and don't you ever interrupt us again. Get your hair cut, you hippie, and get those shoes shined.
Sergeant Slaughter, along with his manager, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. Now our guest will be the World Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund, as Mr. Backlund prepares for his title defense at the Capitol Center. On that afternoon, you're going to meet a most determined Larry Zbyszko.
Yes, I'm definitely going to have my hands full, Vince, but I can't wait to get Larry Zbyszko in the ring. You know, after all the things that he's said, after all the things that he's done, and, you know, he thinks he's a better man than I am. Well, let's just get in that ring in the Capitol Center and prove it. Find out who the better man is. Larry, if you can beat me 1, 2, 3 in that middle of the ring, I'm going to turn this title over to you, but I'm going to give it all I got, Larry Zbyszko, because all those
people... I'm sure Mr. Backlund, he will as well. You know, when you look at Larry Zbyszko, he's able to manipulate many individuals in the squared circle, even before the match. He's a master at psychology, and in the squared circle, there's so many things that he does to manipulate an opponent.
In any kind of sport, Vince, you know, psychology plays a big part in it. It's not all just working out and training and getting ready for a match. There's a lot of psychology involved, and Larry Zbyszko is very good at psychology. But I can play that game too, Larry, and I'm going to play it just like you do. Whatever you try to do, I'm going to try to do it better.
Thank you very much, Bob Backlund, the World Wrestling Federation title holder. Looking forward to facing Larry Zbyszko in his title defense at the Capitol Center. Now our guest will be Captain Louis Albano, along with Afa and Sika, the Samoans.
The Samoans, yes. And I'm really looking forward to this match. I'm preparing. As I said, I feel my Samoans are in the finest condition of their lives, so I'll have no excuses. I do contemplate a victory. I feel that we're ready at all times, but we can be beaten. This is a known fact. Any athlete in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation where you have the best can be beaten on a given day. So you've got to be a little better, a little quicker, a little more prepared. That's why they have the captain. That's why I'm the maker of 9 tag team champions. I film matches in entirety. Kille. Zade. I film my matches in entirety. I feel I can point out weaknesses. This is a decisive advantage in the captain's corner. I don't feel that Tony Garea and Rick Martel will have this because they are managed by a manager that is not participating in the match. I'm there, I film, I watch, I look for weaknesses, and I do contemplate a victory.
Lou Albano contemplates victory as the Samoans meet Tony Garea and Rick Martel. We'll see Pedro Morales lock up with Sergeant Slaughter. Tony Atlas meets the big cat Ernie Ladd, and Bob Backlund takes on Larry Zbyszko.